Good morning, April 12th. I'm not sure if I've said about the seedlings that I have growing. I'm probably going to need watered, and that one does. But it's like, if you remember correctly, I just sowed a bunch of seeds, and this is all that just came up. Not a whole lot. I see some need some. That's the pumpkin. And then I've got a couple down here that I seen that was starting to come up. So we're gonna try to get those grown, and then I have a few more still in the office that I'm trying to get started, but these ones look really good. Can't have nothing around here with cats in the house. They want to chew on everything. And this isn't even for them. This is for the chickens. I had fly larvae all over the place. See? There's even another one. Right there. Fly larvae. Darn cats. There's a dog. Come on. Max! There's Dixie. Max! No dog to be seen. Do your fellow dogs that you guys own, if anybody's got any, do this? Constantly itch. Rub themselves across your floor. He does it outside too. He'll rub himself down the driveway in the sand. Just itching. Still no Max. Did I say what the date was today? Today's the 12th of April. So actually, I think I might put in some, you need some medicine in your eyes, don't you, boy? There Max is. Someone got into the packaging that was in a box. Well, look at you, Max. Huh? Look at you. I got my milk ready for the girls. I got my hot water ready to clean my tank. And then I'll have to come back in and get another bucket of hot water, because this one I use to put bleach in. And then that cleans my tank, and this one is my rinse for fresh water. Or I should do it either way, it don't matter. But yep, I gotta go get that done. Put him back in the room. Come on, let's go. Okay, I just got done feeding all the rabbits. And we're needing more square bales, so we gotta try to find some. I think we have 2 left in the barn, but what I had left here actually got everybody fed. So that's nice. Miss P.S. went to a new home. Her mama, Pumpkin, and those babies went to a new home. And then Holly that I had up here, she went to the same home too. The lady says that she just wants beautiful colored rabbits. So she took them. And I asked her, since she was running TSC, she said, I got to run TSC before I come out. I said, well, can you grab me a 30 by 30 in a pan? I wanted 2, but she just got me 1. And then she paid me the remainder. So Mr. Chester is going to get moved out of here and into there, and I got to get that set up for him. And then I'll have 1 empty cage. I got to get bolts. Actually, I got to get bolts anyways to be able to put his up. And then I got to get this one put up in a feeder. And then I need to order a hay feeder for it too. And then I would like to get 1 more cage, a feeder, and a hay feeder. And then eventually I'll have to get 2 more cages on each side to give me 24. And that's what I'm going to keep for the amount of does that I'm going to have, I think, for right now. So she wants to be able to buy a couple blues from me. And I think what I'm going to do is offer her this one, because I was going to sell her afterwards with one of the blues out there and a non-related book. And then when Zoe and Chloe have their babies weaned, I'm going to sell them with a blue buck as a trio set. But she wants to be able to get a couple blues from me, so I think I'm going to sell her Gem and then maybe a doe from that litter out there. And that would be fine because she likes the blue colors too. But everybody seems to be doing good. No one's given me any indications that they are wanting their boxes yet. Hi, babies. There's her one little broken. Oh, she's got 2 brokens, I see. She had 4 or 5 whites and then a black, I think. But these are a Darius cross, so I'd be willing to keep one of the whites if it ends up being a girl. But I do have a chance of getting some more. So this is Court. She's a feisty little girl. That's out of a Majestic. And this girl looks plump. Yes, you do. You do, girl. You look plump. I think I bred her to a Darius, but I'd have to look at my phone again to make sure. And then my other little girl that I kept from yesterday, she's in here. She is and does look kind of steelish, but she doesn't quite have all the... She's very friendly. Very, very friendly. She's a sweet little girl. And I don't have a name for her yet, but I got to get her name tag made. But everybody looks good. And Miss Breezy, my new little red doe, she's actually out of Ruby, the New Zealand California cross that I had. So she's 75% New Zealand. And her sire was my red buck. She looks a lot like him. My plans are to breed her. She's 5 months old on the 13th. But my plan is to breed her with these 2 to see if she'll actually take on her first breeding. But she's going to be bred to Rango. I might breed her back to Samson for blues again. And then Belle, I think I'm going to breed her to her sire and see what we get for any reds or whites. And then ones that are due next week are Princess, and she definitely looks pregnant. Miss Blue Diamond, and then Honey here. Honey's looking a little wide too, but she always looks small, but she has decent sized litters. Look at there. Sweet little babies. Little chocolate looking bunny. Beautiful, beautiful babies. Hi. Was you got a itchy? And then Miss Zoe's babies. Hi. They're doing really good. Horses. And all the babies. All these babies look good. I'm planning to keep one out of this litter that's a doe, and hopefully a white one, not in this one, but this one down here, a white litter, or a white one out of this litter. And then we We got these. These were Holly's babies. These are Miss Mabel's little blues. And princesses. No, these are Belle's, sorry. Not princess, but Belle's babies. She was bred to Samson, I believe. That's why we got some little blues. Hi, babies. But yeah, I've got to get cages put up. I've got to run to town first, get some screws, and then I got to water some more rabbits. But yeah, that's what we're doing. Still isn't correct. He's trying to get it adjusted so it'll work correctly. That tree is pointing right for the house. I mean, it's leaning hard toward the house, so he's got to try to notch it, and then he's going to try to push it over with the Kubota there, the Mini, and try to make it come this way, that way, or this way, whatever way he's trying to get it to go. So, that, with that big bar on it, it's kind of top heavy. But I'm going to have to shut this off so we don't hear the music and get copyrighted. I told Billy, I said, it feels like there's still heat coming off there, so he took the thing that was inside there and dug around in there till he got to the coals at the bottom, which is weird because this has been burning. Well, I mean, it burnt up the night before, but then we had rain, and then we had snow, and then we had rain again, and then it's been pretty quiet since, but just some pretty cool temperatures. And that still has some actual coals on it, and Billy threw the stuff that didn't get burnt, obviously, around it into that little area that he dug out down to the hot coals, and now it's taken off. So actually, let me turn around over here maybe, and then I can get a side view, hopefully, of it going like this maybe. I think he's got to get a little closer to the house probably. I'm not sure what he's doing, trying to move stuff around so he can get a little closer. Because if he goes to cut that, it's going to want to fall right on the house. And it will. I mean, it would. But we're trying to prevent that. We're probably going to get copyrighted for this music playing. So, it might be muted out, I'm not sure. Pretty tipsy-toppy, ain't he? He's just gotta watch for the whale. Or a water whale. I don't think he can technically get behind her like he would like. Oh, I think he's gonna try to move some of the dirt a little bit. He's got to be careful because the power line runs from our house back to the house back there to a junction box, and that's something that we have to watch out for because it runs right through here. We had it marked out, like there are flags that you could maybe see somewhere in here, but I'm supposed to call and have them re-flag this so we can try to see how far down it is, because like what we're planning to do is make this a little retreat back here, our little oasis, with a gazebo and fire pit and, you know, just a gathering type. And I think he's trying to figure out, like, not sure what he's doing. Says he's not going to cut it all the way because if it lets loose, he's afraid it's going to come off of here and then land back on the house. And oh, God willing, it's going to go the direction we want it to without any hassles. I'm all nerved up. I had to hold the ladder so Billy could get up there to put that on there, and my anxiety went up. I usually don't have anxiety, but man, I can tell you I have it right now. But I'm just praying to God that it goes the direction we want, not on the house, so. And that it don't pull the Mini over or anything like that, or come loose, or whatever it might be. But now my husband's going to try to pull it over. So we're going to see if this works. He told me that, he says I can't run two things, so I wish I could run this. I really do, because I could be in there trying to pull it too. But I just don't feel good enough to be able to do it. Safe enough to say that I am able to do it. I just would need some more experience. And with my eyes and everything, I just don't feel safe enough to try to do it at all. So that's what we're hoping, that this will be strong enough to pull this over, because Must have to cut some more. Goodness sakes. I could just hear just a little bit of cracking, but not much. Man, it looks pretty darn close. He says maybe it's good now. Oh, my nerves. I tell you, I'm all stiffened up. I'm hurting. This is what happens when you get anxiety like that. There's water down there because of the soot from the runoff from over there. That'd be a great little pond for the ducks when we eventually get some more. But we want to get them fenced in, obviously, so they can be a little safer than just running loose. Something's had our chickens on edge, too. Billy said that when he came out yesterday in the morning that they were... I'm right here. Thank you, Lord. Dang, that was heavy. That shook the ground. Oh, goodness sakes. I know. I said it. Thank you, Lord. That was great. Cutting the flares off of the end of it. This is a lot of weight. But that little machine, that is a gem. A diamond in the rough. It's definitely worth its weight in gold. why. So I've got this started, which I'm hoping by the time we get ready to eat tonight that it'll be nice full of coals, and I just keep adding little shreds. But I've got a stack of those over there because I've been collecting them from when Billy's been chopping wood. They get little splinters off like that, and these start like really well. They're nice and dry and just little pieces and connect quite well. So I was up there picking some more, and I just threw it on here and thought, well, I'm going to video. My plan is to have, I think it's elk. We got a pound of elk burger out, so I want to make 2 burgers. Then I've got a pound of stew meat out, and I want to put that on there because the stew meat's actually quite large and it'll fit on there nicely. And then I've got a 6-pack of all beef, organic, grass-fed hot dogs. So I'm going to put those on there too. And that's what I'm going to grill tonight for dinner. And I'm going to try to make sure that it's in this video so you guys can see the end result. Sorry everybody, but we ate dinner and then I forgot to show what we had ate, you know, how it looked. And all I have to say is that it was pretty good. We had steamed broccoli and cauliflower with it. I had some stew meat, which isn't very great on the grill, I could say. Your arms are? Well, that's because you split that whole tree. Because you split a whole tree. And that was winding. So. Yeah, but you took a whole week off. And I told you that was a tree that you said that you weren't going to be, you were going to dread it to begin with. Ow. Lucas is down.
Well, you should be hanging out down there. That's where I think close. I think she was right there when she got mad. The other one they couldn't knock, she was laying right there and got nabbed.
Yeah. I know.
Boy, got killed right there.
Yep. Jazzy. I'm going to do chores. Did you hear that?
Mm-hmm.
He's close.
Getting ready to do some night hunting.
Yeah, like our chickens.
They'll be on the fucking thing up there quick. Now, I'm not saying that because I bought one right now. I wouldn't try to get it before dark.
Right.
But they're still a little leery of doing too much so they can be seen right now.
Maverick.
You want some grain, boy?
Hi, honey. What you doing?
Come on.
Mhm.
You ready?
What you doing? No biting. What did I tell you about that? There's no biting. I'm not the one you bite. I will bite you back.
Come on, Rick.
You forget who you're messing with, boy. I'm not my husband. I don't put up with that stuff.
Looking right over me at you. I don't mean nothing to it.
She says, sure you do. You give us food. You buy us our grain. You buy us our hay. You give us
I
our...
put your buckets in the one day because you left them up here.
I know. I have a habit of doing that.
Maybe more for less work.
Oh, no. Well, see? Like I said, I have a habit of doing that. I'm not sure how I'm going to do this with the dogs. Because they do not like dogs at all. You guys know the routine of how I do this. I mean, I just posted a video of me milking the other day. So, kind of get my view of what I'm looking at. But you guys could see it better than me. Because your vision's better than mine. Since they moved me down to 2 drops a day in each eye, I was at 3. I've noticed my eyes are a little more blurrier. And I think I need to go back to 3 per day, which I'm going to do that tomorrow, until I get my infusion done. And then I got a text message from the lady who bought Pumpkin and her kits, and then bought Miss PS, which is Pumpkin's daughter, and then bought Holly. She got Pumpkin home and went to put her in her cage, and she took off so fast that she broke her back. She said she can't walk. Sent me a picture of her just laying, and I really don't know what to think. She's devastated. She asked me if I thought the babies would be okay. You know, with her not being able to feed them. I told her that if she needed milk, that I could get her a gallon back, and we could do it that way. But I mean, it is what it is. I told her I was sorry. Come on, are you coming? Let's go. Come on. Come on. Are you coming? Whatever. Sometimes she gets right up here. Other times she wants to be stupid and play like that. Like, I don't know where I'm supposed to be. I don't know. I really don't. Some goats have problems like this. And just not sure how to do it. But there we go. I'm going to turn my machine on. But thank you guys for watching. Please subscribe if you're new. Thank you to our new subscribers. Thank you to all our viewers. Thank you to our members. We appreciate each and every one of you. Until next time, God bless you all.